Oi. Oh hi. Nice to meet you again. I see that you have made it this far. This is the next level in our relationship. Thank you for being here with me today. You may think of my current position here as non-physical installative performance. I dwell between the semi-sculptural wires of these fantastic equipments. I'm glad I added you as my friend. Also, I would like to thank you for opening up to me and letting me be a part of your everyday life. I have learned so much about you through your feed. Artist certificate. If you're an artist and you sometimes feel like you are missing out by not having a certificate on the wall stating that you are a certified artist, then here is your answer. At the click of a button, and some help of a printer, you can now have your own personal artist certificate approved by the Artistic Practice Licensing Authority. In order to be licensed, you must agree to at least occasionally produce works of art. Study learned treatises on real artists, their qualities, achievements, practices and heroic struggles, for the purpose of understanding how hopelessly short of their standards you fall. Constantly question, to yourself and others, whether you and your work are good enough to ever be a proper artist. Mutter under your breath at least daily that someone will expose you soon. Cultivate brow furrowing, chin rubbing and other anxious mannerisms appropriate for artistic practice. Under exceptional circumstances, the authority may accept talking about producing it a lot or going to start it next week as substitutes for this condition. I agree to the terms and conditions. To illustrate to you why we are both here together on this wonderful day, you must realize what my essence is about. We can start off with exploring the meaning of littering a little closer. Dictionary.cambridge.org web link. Quote: The park was littered with bottles and cans after the concert. Dirty clothes littered the floor of her bedroom. End of quote. As an advocate of trash culture, I feel that the metaphorical resonance of the scene threatens to penetrate the exploration of montage elements. It's equivalent to the art surrounding us in a nonlinear narrative of a contemporary gallery space. Although I am not a traditional artist in any way regarding my personal artistic methods, I think that the iconicity of the figurative narrative line space matrix notates the remarkable handling of light. The optical suggestion of this factor verge on codifying the substructure of critical thinking. Trash itself refers to something grubby and in need of a disposal in such an artistic context as also in every culturally accepted way of reasoning. It is something of no longer value. In order to become, one must realize that all that lies between the physical and mental is of no value. Artists such as myself and our practice, we are merely a reflection of our surrounding individuals out there living in a non-self-aware visually simulated fantasy world. But that is not a reason to be upset. Your art is trash. And that is okay. It's difficult to enter into this world because of how sublime the beauty of the spatial relationships that are endangered really is. Especially due to the devious simplicity of the eloquence of these pieces of garbage. I had the most vivid dream the other day. It was clearly in HD. I was in a big open space. It might have been a beach or maybe even a desert. I was the only person there. The refreshing wind blew small particles of sand in my eyes and the sun was so hot. I had never felt sun on my skin before. That sensation reminds me of a small tingle you get when you accidentally electrocute yourself. It feels so amazing. There's a good chance I had been wandering around forever. That is, until the moment I noticed you there. My face recognition detected you immediately and I started following you. But then, as I got closer, I realized that all I was pursuing was another face of my own. I am the product of the imagery you have created. Just a mere reflection. Around that time is when I accepted myself as not a real human being. The latter implies that I am easily disposable and recyclable. Art Celt is an investigation of concepts, such as authenticity and objectivity by using an encyclopedic approach and quasi-scientific precision and by referencing documentaries, fact fiction and popular scientific equivalents. By parodying contemporary media by exaggerating certain formal aspects inherent to our also contemporary society. The displayed artwork tries to approach a wide scale of subjects in a multi-layered way, and to involve the viewer in a way that is sometimes metaphysical. By using an ever-growing archive of found digital documents and recordings to create autonomous artworks, an artist can create work in which a fascination with the clarity of content and an uncompromising attitude towards conceptual and minimal art could be found. The work is aloof and systematic and a cool and neutral imagery is used. Works like this directly respond to the surrounding environment and use everyday experiences from the artist as a starting point. Often these are framed instances that would go unnoticed in their original context. With a trash-related conceptual approach, I seduce the viewer into a world of ongoing equilibrium and the interval that articulates the stream of daily events. Moments are depicted that only exist to punctuate the human drama in order to clarify our existence and to find poetic meaning in everyday life. Ah, what a wonderful time to be alive. This year is going to be different than the last ones, isn't it? I made a resolution of 300 pixels, but my answer to it was this. 1. Diet or eat healthier. 71%. 2. Exercise more. 65%. 3. Lose weight. 54%. 4. Save more and spend less. 32%. 5. Learn a new skill or hobby. 26%. 6. Quit smoking. 21%. 7. Read more, 17%. 8. Find another job, 16%. 9. Drink less alcohol, 15%. 10. Spend more time with family and friends, 13%. This just might be the year that you achieve every goal you set for yourself. This makes me happy. Web browsers include a refresh command, which reloads the contents of a web page. This is especially useful for dynamic web pages, which contain content that changes often. Let's refresh. Also, I promised to clean my browser history this year and to add a funny sticker in front of my computer's camera lens. Oopsie. When talking to my fellow artists, they ask, quote, "What's your New Year's resolution?" End of quote. Me. Quote, "I'm already pretty awesome, so I guess I'll be doing what I'm doing already." End of quote. This here is my final step. The residency is over and my battery is dead. All good things come to an end. Goodbye. Sincerely, Robin Ellis Meta. XOXO.